everyone. Welcome back to the Texans Probe. Today, of course, we're back with Drew. Today, finally, we can talk about something positive. I would say, finally, a pretty good win against, I know a very beat up team in the 49ers, but still a good win nonetheless. The Niners have played a lot of these teams closely, and they've won some games. So obviously, they're still a pretty good team. This is a big win for the Texans. It's a momentum game that I know we'll talk about at the end. Like they have two huge games coming up that they kind of have to win at least one of these games to really stay in the running, if not both, obviously. But a huge game for the Texans, a huge win. A lot to like from this game, especially for the offense, which we're going to talk about. The offense, like you didn't have Nico Collins, you didn't have Christian Kirk. The offensive line is still kind of rotating. They did some things that I will talk about on offense that I still don't like from player personnel standpoint, but they did a very, very good job with a lot of things that they hadn't done, in previous games, and they executed the game plan, I would say, for what they wanted to do offensively. How are you feeling, Drew?
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of a game that you don't really see from the Houston Texans. And the thing that this has honestly been something that they've been wanting to do really since Nick Casario was ever hired was winning the time of possession game. That's something that you rarely ever see the Texans do. So the Texans possessed the ball for 24 minutes and 31 seconds in the first half, meaning the Niners had the ball for 5 minutes and 29 seconds. I'm pretty sure the Niners went three and out on their first three offensive possessions, and
Yep.
the Texans' first offensive possession was it like 10 minutes?
10 minutes. It was
It
like
was
10
about
minutes.
10
Yeah.
minutes. Um, Obviously, they didn't capitalize on every drive that they had in terms of touchdowns throughout this game, and which is why there's always room for improvement. But to control the ball that well against, I would say, at least a well coached team. Like no one's gonna sit here and say that the 49ers were fully healthy and whatever. Like that's fine. I know we're talking about this again. Like, did they beat a good team or not? But I think that they beat a well coached team because when they
Hmm.
were banged up, they still won games. So
Yeah.
we'll do that to a Robert Saleh led defense offensively is promising. And then the Texans defense just keeps giving us like kind of affirmation that they're really good. And so
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
they will really shut down a team if you're even slightly banged up. They're going to shut you down like that. There's nothing that you can really do about it. They're just too talented. They're too well coached. They're flying around the field. They're communicating. Or they're going to throw different things at you as well. And there's just like I said, matchups so they can take advantage of all game long at all three levels of the field, seemingly. Because you see guys like EJ Speed making plays, Aziz Al-Shaair making plays. Obviously, Jalen Petrie has now just become, like, I think you tweeted, like one of the better slot corners in the entire
Hundred
NFL.
percent. He's been
Awesome.
awesome.
And then
He's
Kamari
been
Lassiter
awesome.
has just been awesome too. And
Hmm.
Stingley is still the super talented guy, and that's really exciting. And so we sit here again saying that this Texans team in reality can go anywhere with this defense. And I don't really care how many points the offense scores, but I do care about the time of possession, and they did that. And so that would be kind of their recipe for success against many
Hmm.
teams, and I think they will be able to do that against most teams. And you will see a similar performance against the Broncos. It's just kind of tougher matchup wise.
Yeah, yeah. Like you said, offensive wise, I'm not ever really expecting them to go into a game and put up 30 plus like that. Like they're not a team that's going to win shootouts, but you can play a good offensive game without winning shootouts or without scoring a ton of points. And that's kind of what they did in this game. Even though, I mean, it's not like they didn't score a lot. I mean, 26 or whatever is a decent amount of points,
It's
but
good. It's really good.
um, I don't think they're going to put up 26 against Denver, but they still can play efficient football and be an offensive team with putting up, if you put up 21, you can put up a good 21 points in a football game that is efficient. Like you said, you win time of possession battles. Um, and really that helps your defense out even more. Like the fact that they're rested, they're ready to go. The Texans defense has been on the field a lot for a lot of these games when they really, the offense hasn't been able to move the football or they haven't been able to sustain drives. Um, so the fact that they were able to just dominate time of possession like this, I mean, the 49ers literally didn't have a first down until like a minute left in the second quarter. Like
Yeah,
they did not move the ball.
crazy. Yeah.
So No, I mean the defense is awesome. I don't have really any questions about the defense. The only thing that they could improve is red zone defense. The red zone defense has not been great this year, um, but I really think that has to do more with them not being in the red zone very much. Like they only go to the red zone a certain amount of times, like in throughout a game, and they give up touchdowns on them, but they're not there very often. So I don't really like care about that too much. The defense is awesome. Like I know the defense is really good. I don't
Yeah,
really have a lot of questions about them. They're use their personnel well. I don't really have any like things that like, oh, I wish they would do this more, especially now that EJ Speed's playing more linebacker. Like that was
yeah,
kind of the
no
one thing I wanted to see more
yeah,
of,
I
and they're
trust
doing it.
EJ
So
Speed.
I
Yeah,
really don't have any complaints about who they're using defensively. Maybe get some Jalen Reed in there at safety. Like maybe if you wanted to try that. But I
yeah,
mean, I think MJ
yeah,
Stewart's been fine. I think he didn't play very well against the Niners for the most part, but he's been fine for the most part. So I don't really have like I'm not really like, oh, we need to get MJ Stewart out of there. Like the defensive personnel they've used well. Maybe get more Jalen Smith in the game, which I know they've done a little bit on third downs in certain situations. So glad to have him back as well. That's nice.
yeah.
But really they're using their personnel really well. You know, the defensive tackle rooms play really well. Danico Autry's gotten in there now. He's had a decent amount of pressure. Tommy Togiai has just been good all season,
Yep.
and he continues to play well. Pass rush, he can do everything too. He can pass rush. He can play the run. He's a
Yeah.
very good find from Nick Casario. He's one of his better finds, I think. One of these kind of under the radar guys.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, defensively, there's no real concerns. I would say I'm not like I'm
Yeah.
not concerned about them playing any offense at this point. Really, Indy's the biggest test they're going to have all season. Is
Right.
probably Indy,
But
and they get
the
to
great
get them
thing of the
twice.
right, and the great thing about that game is that there's so much film on tape for them to just look at and say, okay,
Yeah,
well, we know we've done well all season. We know what they've done well all season. But we are the more talented team when we go on the
yeah,
field. There's no doubt in my mind. I don't. I think that the defensive line will be just fine, and they're going to be causing havoc. We know that. I absolutely believe that Laster and Stingley definitely better than the likes of Pierce and Pittman. And now I trust Jalen Petrie on Josh Downs or however they want to approach covering
mm,
a twitchy slot receiver and little things like
yeah.
that. Like I'm really looking forward to that game.
I am too.
Now, obviously, the record is really high, so that
Mm,
you would say, okay, now you need to beat the Broncos, you need to beat the Jags, you need to beat the Bills, and then you go play the Colts. Well, I mean, so it would be nice if they would
yeah, they have to
win
win.
more games and then play the Colts. But at the same time, I still pretty
Mm.
confident that they
So
will beat the Colts when the game
they
happens.
have Tennessee in between that too, which that's a free win or should be a free win.
They
I
better.
know should
They
be a
need.
free
They
win.
need it.
Um, and so really they if they can split these upcoming two games, obviously ideally they win both, and they can win both. They absolutely can win both of these games. I think they're better than the Jags for sure. I think they will beat Jacksonville. I don't think they're going to get swept by Jacksonville.
They won't ever let that happen. There's just no
No,
way.
I
Too
they'll
much
beat
pride
Jacksonville.
involved.
I feel pretty confident saying they're going to beat Jacksonville.
Yeah.
But Denver is undeniably a
Yeah.
tough game. I am
Yeah.
not high on Denver as a team, but they're undeniably tough because their
They're
defensive line is
6-2.
going to wreak havoc
Yeah.
on the Texans' offensive line. It's just going to happen. You know it's going to
It's
happen.
undeniable.
PS2 being out is a huge plus for the Texans, obviously. Like that is huge for the Texans. But I'm also not confident that the Denver offense can do much to this Texans defense. I don't think Denver's offense has been very good for the majority of the season. They can run the ball a little bit. I think if you force Bo Nix into obvious passing situations, which I think the Texans can do, you will win games. Like Bo Nix has not been good for most of this season.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, I agree. That's the biggest story about that game is that like it would just be kind of weird if the Broncos did actually score over 20 points on the Texans
mhm.
defense, unless they did it early and then the Texans defense like kind of calmed it down a little bit. But like otherwise, if they're going drive for drive on this Texans defense, then okay, you're probably like, all right, well, then the
We're probably
season
just
might
gonna
be over.
lose.
But
We're probably gonna
otherwise,
lose. Yeah.
it shouldn't happen.
No.
It really
And,
shouldn't.
you know, I think I don't remember I don't know what the exact over under on this game is, but take the under if
Bro,
you can
yeah,
because
take me.
it's going to be very little scoring, I would
Yeah.
assume. Um, but I mean, like you said, I think it'll be a close game. Obviously, I think it'll be a competitive game. Like Denver is a playoff team. They're a team that can make the playoffs at least, whether they make it in or
Not
not. Who really knows?
threatening, but they're a good football team,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, and they're another team that's well coached as well. We can talk about that. Like Sean Payton's a good coach. Vance Joseph has been really good for that defense.
Yeah, great coaching.
They're a very good coach team. They have a lot of talent, especially defensively. They're even without PS2, they're a very talented defense. Like they have a lot of guys on that defense that can play. Dre Greenlaw will be back from suspension this week as well. Funga, I think, is healthy. I believe defensive lines obviously like Nick Benito is has the highest pressure rate in the NFL by a wide margin, and then Jonathan Cooper's been really good for them as well. Like they've had a lot of guys
Yeah,
and Zach Allen. I think that's who's the
he's
guy that's there,
been
the Allen that's there.
really
He's been
good
good.
career
Like
pass
they
rusher.
have a very very good defense, 100%. So do the Texans. They're actually honestly they're very similar football teams from the standpoint of I think the offenses are different, but neither of them are like great offenses. But the defenses are awesome. Like they're very,
Yeah,
very good offenses or very, very good defenses. And so that to me, I think the Texans should win this game. I do think they're better than Denver. I know the record won't show it,
yeah,
and I
obviously.
know, but I do think they're better than Denver. I think I trust the Texans offense a little bit more, which sounds crazy, but I do think I trust CJ Stroud a little bit more than Bo Nix, or actually I trust him a lot more than Bo Nix, even if he hadn't
Yeah,
played well in certain games.
I do.
Um, I think with Nico back, and I really do think that the having a game where the Texans had to force their hand into playing these rookies a little bit more is going to pay
Good to
dividends for them in the
see.
long run. I really do believe it will. I think that the chemistry that's there, the connection that's there, like Jalen Noel, obviously Jalen Noel needs to play. I don't know how long it. I
It's
don't know why it
undeniable,
took
and
this
I think
long.
even Stroud kind of realizes it too that he's just
Yeah.
genuinely a deep threat, and he was winning routes in the short game too in
Oh
man
yeah.
coverage, where it's just creating mass amounts of separation. Like, okay, we get it now, and hope they can move past that the thought of starting Barrios over him on a Monday night game after a bye week, and actually they'll maybe inclined to really just kind of split reps between Noel and Kirk just because
Kirk.
Kirk's
Yeah.
coming back from an injury.
Yeah.
Oh, you know
Yeah.
what? You actually don't have to play every single snap, Kirk. Not to mention that you've been injured twice this season. So
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
spare Jalen
100%.
Noel a little bit there too. And I think that, like you said, it was probably very helpful.
I do believe so, and Xavier Hutchinson's been good this season too. Like those three guys have probably been second, third, and fourth best receivers on this team, and that's not a diss to Christian Kirk. He just hasn't really played and never really gotten rhythm. Like it's just been a little tougher for him. And we're gonna get to a play on the third down, I believe, when we go watch the tape. That it was man coverage on a third down, and literally C.J. Stroud never looked off Jalen Noel. He just trusted that Jalen Noel was gonna win, and Jalen Noel won, and it was an easy pitch and catch. Like
Yeah.
he trusted that out of all the receivers, he just trusted Jalen Noel to win on and man to man, and he
Yeah.
won. He's a very good separator. We all kind of know this. I do think the snap count. I know people were kind of upset about his snap count being a little lower. I think it's a little deceiving because we just played a lot of six linemen. Like there's not a lot of slot. But I do think play him at Z. I don't know. Like he can play outside. You don't have to play him in the
Yeah. I
slot all
mean,
the
he did
time.
Iowa
So
State.
so
Like,
I
yeah,
would
I
rather
agree.
see him out there, and I do agree with that. But I do think like it's not like Jalen Noel has been so much better than everyone else in that receiver room. Like Jared Wayne should not be playing as many snaps as he should. By the way, congrats to him on his first catches. Like I said, I tweeted I was happy for him. Like I hate that he gets so much blame for things that aren't his fault that have happened. It sucks for him. But yes, he should not be taking snaps over Jalen Noel at any point, unless it's maybe blocking, I guess, unless it's like a third and one or whatever.
Jalen
But
Noel, Higgins. I mean, I agree. Yeah.
but yeah, on offense, and we'll kind of get into the tape as well on this, but I actually just kind of appreciate the creativity from the offensive staff, whether it's the six linemen or opening up the offense a little bit more, being less condensed on offense in certain situations. Like that kind of stuff we really did not see last season to try to adjust to personnel. And that was kind of one of the issues from the offensive staff last year. And so Nick Caley has made the adjustments. Whether or not he's a good offense coordinator yet, like we don't really know. He's had good games, he's had really bad games, but he's at least made the effort to change to what the Texans are doing well. And and that says more about him than what we've had in the past for sure.
Yeah. Well, it's
All right.
something
I
to
think we can
look
go
for.
ahead and get into some of the tape. Let's
Yeah.
pull it up. Let me log in real quick. So we can watch third down offense, third down defense, and then we can probably highlight some plays on offense as well that we can
Yeah.
watch. Because something that we talked about in the Seattle week was the footwork from CJ Stroud, and I think you could definitely make an argument this is one of his
Immediately.
cleaner
Yeah.
footwork games in a
Yeah.
long time. He looked very very clean.
Just
It
the
looked
I mean, just the timing of the passing game was
yeah.
really good to see. I mean,
You
yes, he
can
missed
what's
two
funny with
passes
CJ is and it goes for a lot
that
of quarterbacks, you can see his confidence in his feet. When he's feeling confident, he's sliding up and he's just ripping.
yeah,
A lot of games when he's under pressure a lot or in just certain situations, you don't really see
yeah,
that.
Yeah, it was.
Um,
Unfortunately, it started early against Seattle, which is just
yeah.
maybe just a bye week thing. Like that's exactly why I said after the Ravens game. Like I wish they didn't actually have a bye week. I wish they just played
Hmm.
the Seahawks right now, and they're all happy and excited that they finally won a game in Baltimore. And CJ Stroud just didn't
Yeah.
look like a good quarterback in that game. I understand he was being
No,
pressured, but we're
absolutely not. He
talking
looked bad in that
about
game. He looked very,
mechanics.
very
If
bad.
you want to be an NFL starting quarterback, you got to have your mechanics down. You have
He
to have,
looked really bad in that game.
yeah,
I mean, like, I don't know why people are denying it. He looked bad.
right.
He could have thrown 4 picks in that
Or
game. It
just
was
because
bad.
they see the pressure. Oh, was he
Hmm.
supposed to? Like, no, there are little pockets that he can go into with his feet, but he's
Yeah.
not doing
No,
it.
and I'm not saying the line has been like good this season, but it's definitely better than last season. Like it is not at the level, the offensive line is not at the level where like it's undoable.
Right.
It's not that level of offensive line as it was last season. So the Texans absolutely can can protect, like they've had, like you said, there was the play in the Seattle game on that first third down where CJ almost took the safety. Like he could have stepped up in that pocket, absolutely. There was a window there where he could have stepped up and ripped the ball to somebody, and he didn't do it in that game. But again, you got to give him credit, you got to give Nick Haley, Gerard Johnson, because in a short week they adjusted to that, and he absolutely did it this week. There was multiple throws where he would step up, just rip the football to someone, and
Yeah.
that's what we saw early from CJ. Rookie year, the beginning of 2024, that's what we saw. And we've seen it in glimpses, but you never really saw it for a full game. And that to me, this is his best performance in a
Of the season,
game
yeah. Yeah.
in the season, and probably since probably the Buffalo game last year, to be honest with you. I
Yeah,
think that's I
true.
think it's the best performance in a calendar year for
Yeah, because I mean
CJ,
the Chargers
honestly.
game in the playoffs wasn't really fun
He
to
didn't
watch
play all
that
that well.
first
He
half,
played
but
better in the Kansas City game.
yeah, but exactly. So like, yeah,
So I'm gonna turn my fan on really quick because it is a little hot here. All right,
yeah.
we can go ahead and get into the tape. Oh, wait, no, that's not what to do. Mm-mm-mm. What's good? We got a Jags fan in the chat. What's
Uh-oh.
good, man? What's good? All right. We'll
All right.
start with so this is just every offensive third down.
Yeah.
You start. This is a third and we can go over down and distance too, because I thought the Texans did a good job staying out of
Yes.
third and longs for the most part, which was huge. So this is a third
Without a
and
doubt.
one.
They just kind of
I
control the
actually
game.
like this call. They did this a couple of times with Noah, where they would motion him across and then kind of throw him a little
Yeah.
flat or a screen or just something easy like that, and it worked multiple times. They actually did it on the last offensive play, and it didn't really work, but I like the idea behind it. Which I mean,
Yes. Now,
that's
granted,
really
they
what
had been
matters for an
doing
offense.
that. They had been doing that with Nico Collins a lot, but I think
Hmm.
defenses were a little bit more prepared for it.
Yeah,
So now, this week, when you put Noel and Nico Collins on the field at the same time, one of them is motioning, you might start to get eyes somewhere else, and they may just be playing more base defense. They're obviously playing base in defense, cover 4, cover 3 right here, where the guy's just gonna, stay in his quarter basically.
hmm
He's not gonna be in the flats at all. No flat
yeah.
defender.
And this is a good way of taking some pressure off of your offensive line as well. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
the
true.
role, like I said, I'm
Rolling
a
out to
stickler
the
for it, but I,
line.
I will I will say I don't really mind rolling left when you're on the right hash as much. It
Yeah,
makes more sense when
to
you're
the
doing it to
voucher
the
side.
open side of the field. I really don't like it when you do it to the short side of the field and you're going left. If you're doing it one or the other, I'm okay with it, because in this situation there's just more room there.
There's plenty
Like
of
actually,
space.
I
Yeah.
mean, if CJ wanted to, he could. On a third and one, I wouldn't say he should do it, but he could have ripped this ball to Hutchinson too. You could have looked off the
Yeah,
corner
I
a little
mean,
bit and
both are
ripped
there.
the football
Honestly, I
up
wouldn't be
there.
surprised if they go back to that play
Yeah.
again. Rolling out to the right or left doesn't really matter. It's just a little smash concept.
Yeah. No, I'm always a fan, especially if your quarterback can make the throw, then roll out whichever way is the open side of
Yeah.
the field, or the one that has more room. And so in this situation, I'm cool with it. And CJ should make this throw, even if you're going left. It's a
Yeah, it would be
4 yard throw. You
disappointing
should
if
make
he
this throw.
airmailed it. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. And really, he didn't really throw this football all that well. Noel made a pretty good catch. It was a
Yeah.
little high.
You see the
So
hands there. He just kind of sucks it into his hands, and I mean that's really impressive.
yeah, it's a good catch by Noel for sure. But yeah, I mean, in this situation, like I said, it's a good job to take pressure. By the way, just one little personnel complaint on this play though. On a 3rd and 1, I don't really like Dari being in the game. I don't like him being on the
Yeah,
field ever,
never.
but
Yeah,
they
never.
know you're not running the
Never.
football on a 3rd and
Yeah.
1 with Dari in the game. So I don't know why they put him in the game
Well,
here, really, at
ironically,
all.
there's probably space to get it, but still, yeah, no, I
Yeah,
agree.
they just know you're not really trying to run the football. Maybe you check into it and you run it with him,
Right.
but like, just put Woody in the game or
When you
put
have, it's funny,
Chubb in the game.
we know Chubb and Marks are capable blockers and capable runners. So it make more sense to say, oh, they can do both. I don't know what
Yeah.
we're gonna do
Well,
here.
I don't even think Dari's a capable blocker. I don't think he's capable in
Well, that's
either.
true.
So I don't really
Now
get the
he's been
point.
exposed as a bad blocker. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know why they went back to this very much. Because I know like the big complaint's been Lakin at guard, and I really don't care about that either way. I think both of them are not very good, so I really
Exactly.
don't mind like who starts at left guard. My opinion on it is don't keep the rotation going though. Just pick one of them and roll with it.
For sure.
I'm not a big fan of rotating guards really, but just pick one and roll with it. I have more of an issue with the usage of like Dare on 3rd downs and stuff like that, to be honest.
Without a doubt. All
Okay,
right.
let's move on to the next play. This was a good job against the blitz of just finding your hot as well as some of
And
the
third and
struggle with.
11 too. I
Also,
mean,
see, this is what we talk about. Less condensed formations on. I guess they ended up coming in, but
I mean,
still,
yeah, I think it's more so just kind of wanting to get some blockers in there.
yeah,
Hopefully.
yeah, I would agree. It's just a good job. I mean, you're in 3rd and 11 here. Obviously, like Barrios does a good job. Ideally, you're not throwing the football to Barrios here, like even if it's Kirk or it's Noel or someone else that's a little bit more explosive. But this
But the
just
fact
goes
that
to
he
show,
broke
like,
it,
and
you
yeah,
know,
no, he did a good job. I absolutely credit to him. But like you said, more attention will probably go to a guy if it's Nico or someone like that. But I do think this type of stuff is important for the Texans to do well. And you kind of saw in this game, like this is why it's important for if the Texans want to play the way that they want to do in the short passing game, you got to let these guys go try to make plays after the catch, and the guys have to make the plays after the catch. And the Texans, did a good job of that in this game. And
mhm,
Nico's obviously awesome after the catch. So if you can get him in some of these situations as well, you're
mhm.
gonna be good offensively, at least in the passing
Yeah,
game,
I
just
like
off of
that
that.
pass. I like that
And,
pass.
yeah, and really like it helps. I think for a quarterback who I think CJ really plays well when he's in rhythm, right? Like he kind of has to see a couple go, and then he really like he even missed a couple throws early in this game. He missed some speed outs and stuff that were like simple throws. Um, but once he kind of gets in this rhythm of seeing things kind of go well, he just starts ripping the football, and those are kind of easy throws to make. Those like over the middle, those type of throws are not that hard to make. So you can do that kind of stuff and get your quarterback in rhythm while also letting your guys try to make plays. This is another example of it too.
Yeah,
Um,
I know Higgins is short here, but
yeah, but it
it's a
lets you
really
set
good
up for
move.
a quarterback
But
sneak. They
like
end up going for it. They pick it up.
also just thinking literally like this. Remember, this guy is 6'4", so watch his
Yeah.
release, watch Higgins release, and
So
then
yeah, so
watch
this is
him.
the 3rd and 7, and he
Yeah,
ends up getting 6. Just
he's going to take a
just so we
super
know the
quick
down and distance
release.
as
He's
well.
going to catch the ball. He's going to transition really quickly as well, make a guy miss. That's just the stuff they need to do to give themselves a chance. Now, of course, they do actually have Schultz probably for first, but
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he never got there. But in that situation, like we talked about, he's hot. So that's your hot in that situation. You get it
yeah,
out. You let the guy go make a play. There's nothing wrong with that. And actually, this play, I really didn't mind this call. Honestly, I actually think this is blocked pretty well. And Chubb, you and on 3rd and 1, you got to make a safety miss or at least get Chubb has to get this first down. To me,
yeah. He just is
it's a
running.
good
He's
play by
running
the
so
safety.
tall there. He's
Yeah,
running so
and like
tall.
I said, good play by. I think that's what's his name, Brown,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
guy from
yeah. Samaria
Illinois.
Brown. Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
like awesome play. He makes a really good tackle here. But this is blocked decent enough. Ingram was a good job on the pull. Like
This is
this
what you
has to
want
be a
because
first
you're not
down.
going to get. You can't get 11 hats on hats. There's going to be a free man,
Hmm.
and for him to make that or to be running that tall, it's inexcusable.
Yeah. And like I said, like Ingram on the pull is a good job. Jared Wayne actually gets up here and makes a pretty good block on that DB. Like there
A
is
great block
like
by Ed Ingram. A great block.
right here. You pause it
Yeah,
right here. This should be a first down.
yeah.
You're right here. You got to get to the what is that? The ninth to the 18.
And
You got to get
frankly,
to the
Woody
18.
Marks probably finds a way to just make the guy
Yeah.
miss or run through. I mean,
Yeah,
it's not really.
you gotta make the guy miss or push for it. So to me, this is a fine run call. I know Harrison Brown doesn't maybe get the best block, but Chubb's able to kind of just like maneuver that. Chubb needs to make this guy miss or something. And this is part of the reason why you're seeing the Texans be talked about for a team that could go get a real starting running back, right? It makes sense. This is Brees Hall,
Yeah, but at the same
first
time,
down.
like when are they just going to stop it with the Nick Chubb and just go more Woody Marks, and put Nick Chubb in on first and second down or just
Yeah, I
second
agree
down?
with that. Yeah, for
They have
sure.
got to stop.
100%.
And they're treating Nick Chubb like a workhorse at times.
Yeah, they use too much of Nick Chubb in a lot of situations. I agree with that. And
Mm-hmm.
Chubb's been fine, but
Anyway, I'm not even trying to hate. Like, I would love
yeah,
Brees Hall
100%.
and Woody Marks. That's fine. Rotate them all you want. But don't put Nick Chubb in here in this situation if he's just going to do that.
Yeah, no, for a guy that's supposed to be a power guy, you have to get the first down there.
Right. And
You have
that's a
to.
concerning play for his build.
100%.
And
So this is
it
another
always
quarterback sneak
works.
that they ran. This is did they sneak on third down? I did not
Yeah,
remember that.
Must be third.
Okay. Yeah, it was a third
I
down.
like. Because you
Good
get
for
two
them. Yeah.
chances at it.
100%. 100%. I don't know why more teams don't do that.
Exactly.
If I get second and one on the goal line, I'm sneaking it 3 times.
Every
You're not
time.
stopping a sneak 3
There's a
times.
reason
I
why
don't know why
DBs
more
do
teams
it.
don't do that. I watched Tampa Bay run it up the gut 3 times against the Saints and not get it. So I really don't understand why more teams don't do that. But
Exactly.
and then this one, I mean, I know this is the third and like 10. This is a
I
longer
want to
one.
see how many
So
routes go to the sticks.
got you. Hold on. Let me go back. So it's a third and 9.
Yeah.
Um,
Now, obviously, that's tough area of the field too.
yeah.
It feels like third and
I
20.
didn't
Honestly.
mind this decision very much. Like I again, this is another one to me where we can watch the play. So you're kind of. I mean, you could have actually
There was
gone.
a lack of effort to get the ball to Schultz.
Yeah.
Like it is, anticipation. It's there.
Hmm. So yeah, is he? He never really.
He
He's
didn't
kind of
look.
off of
He
it.
never looked. He never looked.
Here we can watch it from the other angle.
Yeah.
'Cause I think he's looking at it at first, and then
But
he
at the
kind of
same
looks
time,
off
like
of it.
maybe he never felt the window that he was going to
Yeah,
be in.
I think that was more of the
He
issue
just was
here. But
unsure.
again, I don't mind necessarily like trying to let your guy make a play after the catch in that situation. But like you said, you could have. Let's see,
He takes one peek and he
yeah,
drifts
he
to the
does.
left.
Right
Yeah,
there, he's looking at it,
yeah, right there.
and then he's off of it. I don't necessarily mind this too much. I mean, it's a pretty good tackle by Green. I know that's your guy right there
Leonardo,
from
oh my
pre-draft.
days. Yeah, it's good to see that guy starting because I had a feeling.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, like I don't hate in this situation. You like I said, in a perfect world, you probably rip the ball to Schultz here, but I really don't mind. Getting it out to one of your receivers, letting him try to make a play after the catch. I've talked about that a lot. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a big thing in this passing game for sure. So I don't hate the decision there. You just kind of would like to stay on Schultz a little bit longer,
maybe if it
maybe.
wasn't Hutchinson.
Yeah, I agree with that. This was the play I was talking about, actually.
Yeah, that's the route. I mean,
Yep.
that's why he needs more snaps.
Here, like if you want to watch it from the end zone angle, I mean, you can probably watch CJ. He never looks off anyone
Yeah,
here.
I could
He
tell
is
he's
staring at Jalen Dole
holding.
the
He passed
entire
the ball a
time.
couple times. Yeah, no, it's going to Noel all the way.
Yeah, and he just trusts Jalen Dole to win in man coverage here. And guess what?
Which is
He
impressive
absolutely
because he's just
does.
kind of dealing with contact. Oh, I can break off suddenly like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's so
No, I wouldn't
easy.
even say that's. I wouldn't say it's OPI. I would just say they're both
Yeah,
engaged with each
I don't think
other.
it's OPI.
And then
I mean, maybe, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of contact both ways.
yeah,
And then Barrios. Oh, I like this was nice. Spread out the defense a little bit.
yes, that's
Texans
what
have
I've
been
been
getting
on.
killed by nickel blitzes, so it's harder to nickel blitz if you're spread out like that. And
Exactly,
that's so
and
easy.
that's something they've got to keep doing. If you see double A gap for like the first 3 third downs, get
Yeah.
out of those for them and make them do something else,
By the
or
way,
make
good
them
job,
run it.
pretty good job by the O line as well.
Yeah,
Because
I mean,
because even if
yeah, they still run it. Yeah,
they still had that protected pretty well.
yeah.
By the way, can we not have Dari running routes too though? Like can that just be Woody in the slot on this side? I
Hilarious
mean,
that they literally have a great route running back in Woody Marks. They
I have
just
no idea. I have no idea why they
I
do
don't know
that,
what it
man.
takes. I mean, obviously, I understand Kaylee worked in New England, and maybe some guys there preached a lot of non-rookie stuff, but it doesn't make any sense.
Oh, this was a hold. This was a. I don't even know who held. Who
Defensive
was this
holding. It's
on?
going to be on Schultz. Yeah,
Oh, it's
Upton.
on. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah. And that would have been what Stroud would have went to because it's just literally a mismatch, and then he just holds him. So
Yeah. My goodness, man, he was getting killed.
um,
Yeah, you can actually see him. Where is it? Right here. He's looking at this. He's
yeah,
looking at
yeah, he's
this
peeking
fumble
over
here, and
there.
he immediately gets off Schultz
He's
because
like,
Schultz is being
yeah, he's like, just no
absolutely
way.
tackled, which is weird because he never really like the corner doesn't even lose leverage. He just immediately grabs.
Yeah, and honestly, that it might, for all we know, it might be a completed pass, but it was tipped.
Yeah, yeah.
It looks okay. Had velocity, so I'm gonna assume it would have got through.
This is like a 3rd and 18 screen, if I remember
Um,
correctly. Again, why are we throwing the ball to Dare on a 3rd and 18? If we're gonna run a screen, let's put Woody in the game, please.
they're like at this point, they're just like saving Woody Marks. I
Woody,
don't know.
yeah, yeah, maybe. I
This
mean,
is
there was that
weird.
article that whoever wrote it that they just don't they really don't want to overwork him, which I mean I get to a certain extent, but he's just when he's clearly just better too. I don't know.
I mean, if we're talking overwork, yeah, 3rd and 18, probably not going to get a first down. Like, I mean, maybe,
Yeah, this was so easy. If he would have held the ball for a little bit longer, Schultz is wide open too. But the ball's out. I mean, which I get. It's the rushing five. You want to get it out, but the two
Oh,
guys run into each other, and Schultz is wide open.
so there's 3 guys open here.
Yeah,
Jeez,
and so you just.
that's how
I
you know
mean,
it's
I
just
think
one of those games.
Noel's probably the first read here, anyways. But
Yeah,
again, it's another situation where I think he just trusts Jalen Noel to win too. Um, as he knows it's man, so you just trust Jalen Noel to win against man coverage, and you just
yeah,
never really come off that.
yeah, yeah. Especially when you're motion like that, it's just too
Yeah.
easy.
Oh, this was a Dalton Schultz run after the catch success. I was shocked.
Yeah, amen
He
to that.
finally didn't slowly. By the way, it was a good. He actually chipped the guy too. This is like one of the best Dalton Schultz plays of
Right.
his Texans career. He literally puts
Let's
the
see.
edge rusher on his ass, and then like look at this. Or no,
Oh, well, I mean, I don't
he
know.
kind of
Kind
just
of help.
tripped a little bit, but still, at least he got a piece of him.
Now
Tripped
the
him up a little
classic
bit.
Schultz turn inside, not outside, actually pays off.
Yeah, yeah.
You had to turn inside, so
That's
that's why it
yeah, it's
worked.
the first time that's ever worked in
He
his
had the
entire career.
leverage.
It's so funny. He always does it too. Oh, that's funny, man.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I think he got hurt on this play, and then he might be out next week. So it's unfortunate, but
He is?
oh, he hadn't practiced the first 2 days, so
Oh God. Whatever. We have no time. Now because now it's like, yeah, I mean,
Harrison
it's
Bryant, Dalton
whatever. We
Keene,
have
and
no tight end.
Jakob Johnson, baby.
Yeah, true. Jakob's gonna play some tight end if needed. And that's just one of the better passes we've seen. I
Such a
hadn't
good
seen it
throw.
from this view yet.
Here, yeah. Did you saw the end zone view of it?
I haven't seen I haven't seen
The end
a
zone view
front
is
view.
pretty, man. This is a
Yeah.
gorgeous throw. We can
I mean,
watch
you
it
could
from
tell
this
he
angle.
threaded it, but like, woo.
I guess I don't even have the other angle of it because I what's his name? I think Nate Tice or one of them posted the other end zone view. But this is a gorgeous throw.
With pressure on his face, too.
Yeah,
Most importantly.
it's pretty, man.
That's great.
And then again, you spread out the defense. They've done this a couple times. They spread out and they motion back, which I'm fine with. Like you said, if you think there's a blitz coming, you want to motion in. Like that's fine. And this is a good job by CJ as well. Um, did you see? Look at Titus. That was funny. I didn't see that on the first time I watched it. I guess we'll see it from this angle too. He pancaked the guy and then he celebrated first down on him, like before Stroud even ran. That was pretty good.
Nice. Honestly, that's a bad. Oh, I think the guy might be hurt. I
Maybe
think
he's
the
saying
guy
he didn't
pulled out
hold
his
him. He
ankle.
may not have even said first down. He may have been saying he didn't hold. I don't know what he did, but
Well, the guy was like, I don't know. I don't know who 91 is, but that was just not a good rep. And then he looks like he might get.
91. Couldn't tell you who that
Yeah, I
is. I'm
don't
not
know.
gonna lie to you.
I actually don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know who that is either.
Believe it or not. Yeah.
Um, but I mean, and this is an example of like why you spread defenses out.
Yeah.
You get a quick little look, and then boom. I mean, there's a ton of space. You're able to just go run and get it.
Right.
If you know if it's not there, it's a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, or whatever it was. So that's easy. At
Yeah,
third
so I
and
mean,
five.
you could tell the play calling's already evolved because they were still running tight formations against Seattle on third down, and they were
Mhm.
getting blitzed like crazy. So, and then he just doesn't look like a good runner with the one.
No, he's not.
It's hard to.
Yeah,
It's
he's
almost
not.
hard to watch.
I was joking because I was watching with some of my friends and we were just kind of watching the game, and I was joking when he made the tackle on special teams. He made an awesome play. I forget it was a kickoff or something. I'm like that earned him 3 carries, and so here's one of them. He'll get a couple more next game because of it. I guarantee it. It's
Oh
gonna
man,
happen. It happens every year. He makes like a couple good special teams plays, and all of a sudden they want to play him on offense. I don't know
yeah,
why, but
low key,
um,
really good block by Schultz there.
Schultz has been
I
much
love
much
what he
better this
does
season.
too. Look at him. And then
He
he
literally did the have you seen, you know what video I'm talking about with the receiver coach? It's like the flow
yeah
thing. You know what I'm talking about? The route, like
yeah.
that's literally what he does. He like comes into it. He's doing this. That's good.
Yeah. He's
That's
such a
really good.
troll too because he never does that on regular routes and then he just does it
No,
there.
no, yeah,
So
that
funny.
was no, but Schultz honestly, like he's been much much better this season. I got to give him some credit. He's been good this year. And if he wasn't good this season, that'd be really bad because they have no tight ends outside of
Right.
him. So that would be really bad if he was not playing well. But he's been good. That's very
He's
funny.
confident too. I think he knows last year was just not good. I mean,
Yeah,
and
yeah, I think
we
so
know he's
too.
on Twitter too. We
Yeah,
know that
yeah.
guy's on Twitter, so we know he
Hey man, you
saw
better be
what we
careful.
were
He's about
saying.
to call you out, man. He's ready to call you back
Yeah,
out.
I mean, he knows.
And then oh, this was the play I was talking about. I liked this call. It did not work, but I liked it. I like the idea here a lot. They didn't really
Yeah,
block this very well,
I mean,
but I
I
like
agree.
the idea of it. It's a little RPO action, and actually the running back here is Woody finally.
Yeah, that's
But
weird. That's weird. That was the first time after he had a
yeah,
decent
I think
game.
because it's a 5 or a 4 minute offense that you're trying that they actually want to like threaten to run the football.
Yeah, yeah.
Finally, they want to actually have a threat of running it. But I really do like this call. I mean, this is just like
Yeah,
it's not great
I
blocking.
don't know how much do you love it if you know there's always going to be three guys there.
Yeah, they don't have the numbers, unfortunately. But I do think if you block it well enough, you could just hope that Noel makes the guy miss. Um, honestly, Stroud probably should have handed the ball off here when you don't have the numbers. But I like the concept of it. I think it's a good idea.
I mean, number 20 gets inside and then outside. That was just a hell of a play, frankly.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, maybe not against this type of defense, but I think in situations this is a good
Yeah, I
idea.
mean, you pulled off
Uh,
against Tennessee. I mean, not going to be, yeah,
yeah, exactly.
it's a good defense.
And then I don't even remember this. I don't think I was very locked in at this point in the game. 2 minutes
I
left.
may not even watch this play. Yeah, I
It's
didn't
a
watch
draw.
Jeez.
And they just punted
All
it.
right.
Yeah, 3rd and 5.
Yeah.
We can watch. Was there how many 4th down plays did they run? Just the. Oh, I guess they ran. Oh, I mean they counts punts too. So,
Oh,
but yeah, I mean this is a sneak after the Jaden Higgins play. Um,
so that's actually a really creative way to do it.
yeah,
Like, no way the line is thinking about pinching the quarterback when you have that going on in the backfield.
yeah, and I mean at
No.
some point you run this enough, you could just flip it out to Woody in this situation too.
I
And I'm
think
sure.
they're more comfortable letting Stroud pick the gap, and so
Yeah,
they just need to keep finding different ways to do it all year. And
we
that's
talked about that last week,
yeah,
actually.
exactly. Yeah, I like it. I don't hate it.
Yeah, you know, I agree.
They know
I
they
was just
can't
saying
get
that we
pushed.
did.
Unfortunately, they know
Yeah,
they can't get pushed.
yeah. I mean, I actually think they're better off trying to go to the right if they want to get pushed, but they always go to the left. So, we can highlight some other plays as well. I thought, I mean, obviously, this is kind of what I talked about. Like, just get the ball out of your hands. Let guys go make plays after the
You're just
catch.
so quick. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, this is more just kind of bad defense from the Niners as well. They just kind of lose Woody, but I think it was Winters. Oh, I mean, he kind of. I'm assuming that was his job.
Um,
I'm assuming this is his
Yeah, I mean that guy
responsibility.
just kind of went into the pocket.
Yeah, he kind of. I mean, because he's looking at Woody, and then boom. So I don't really know what he's doing. I think
That's a
that's
bad
D Winters, right? 48.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's D Winners. Should be D Winners, and then they have like the guy there or whatever his face
No, so
is. Yeah,
okay, so it's
was
this
that the
guy.
new guy? Okay, it was the new guy Bethune. Yeah,
Yeah, so he just kind of goes rogue here. I don't know what he's doing,
dang,
but he gets upfield so quick, man.
right.
Cole Popovich is loving it. You see that?
Yeah, he's barking at him the whole time.
I think that's Cole Popovich at least. It looks like
It
him.
should be. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got the build.
He was excited, man. He was loving it. By the way, I think more credit needs to go to Cole Popovich for how the offensive line's played this season. I've talked about that, but there's not a lot of talent on that offensive line,
Yeah, I
and they're
mean,
playing at a decent
this could be
level.
worse. I would
They're
at least
actually top
taking a
10 in
chance.
yards before contact in the run game too, which is funny because again, if they had a better running back, probably
Well,
makes
I
more
don't
plays
know.
after
Why
the
does it
after
feel like on
contact.
3rd and 1 and 4th and 1 they can't get a yard?
That's true. That is true. I don't
Yeah,
know. They're not good in short yardage situations, I
yeah,
guess,
which
but
is just so weird. Obviously, this was one of probably the second best throw of the day.
whew, beautiful.
No, that's just kind of bad on Mustafa because there is like no one else running deep.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. Unless he
So
thinks he's getting hell, unless he thinks 27 is gonna or zero. I mean Renato. But I don't even know how he would think that he would play that.
it's just like at some point you got to go make a play, and when you have the responsibility of having the deepest route, just you gotta take it.
Oh
I
wait,
guess
is
like actually we could see how he stems and maybe yeah. I mean he kind of breaks it off late, so that's just a really good route too. Because
yeah.
he sees the way the Mustafa's kind of opened up a little bit, so he knows
Where's
he
the
can just
ball?
kind of
Are they on the 27? What is that?
yeah.
20 or
Well,
no?
no,
Why did I
no,
say
that's the
20? They're at the
30,
30. Is it
33,
34, 30, 33? I'm interested because how
no,
far does Urshri
33.
go upfield? I guess he doesn't really go upfield at all. Okay, it looks weird because he's going way outside, but I was
Yeah,
like, did they
yeah,
get
but he's
away with
not
that there?
upfield.
No,
He's
he's just
just
going
chilling.
diagonally. Yeah, yeah. He actually did a good job because he didn't follow the guy upfield. He kind of knew to
Yeah,
stay.
yeah.
It's a good job by him.
You're
But yeah, I
so
mean that's a really pretty throw as well. This was maybe my favorite throw of the game. I'm not gonna lie. Where is it? I posted it,
really.
but this is a gorgeous throw. This one. It was such a pretty throw. Get under center here. You just got this crosser. I mean, this is beautiful. You're fitting this in between
Yeah,
three
I
guys.
like the pocket movement too.
Yeah, yeah.
And then for Hutchinson to make that catch is like what you were talking about earlier. Like he's just literally playing better. Like I would have never thought he would have made that
No,
catch.
he's not making that catch last season at
Yeah,
all.
no way.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll go to defense now because kind of talked about most of the offense. I mean, there's not really the offense has been pretty good for the most part. It's not really a ton to. They were good in that game. There's not that
Yeah,
much to talk about for them. I would say. Third down defense, 58. They only ran 58 plays. That's crazy on offense. Um, so this is the first third down. Will Anderson just completely wrecked
yeah.
these two plays. I remember this. He totally wrecked that, man. The second down he drilled Mac Jones, and then this right tackle was just getting his ass kicked.
Never had a chance.
Yeah, he never had a shot. And honestly, Daniel Hunter was kind of beating Trent Williams pretty consistently too.
Yeah.
So he just never really had a shot against those guys.
Yeah, no surprise.
Oh, this was a really good play by Jalen Petrie. I remember this
Mm-hmm.
as well. And Demarcus Robinson's not the easiest guy to cover in man coverage as well. Um, I mean, this is not a
Yeah.
tough route to cover, but
Right,
still,
right.
it's
But
just a
like
good
at the
play.
same time, like the trigger, the pursuit angle, the tackling is all there.
That's another good play by Jalen Petrie.
Yeah.
Just drive on it.
I mean, it's a third down too, and he was never past the sticks. He was defending it. And transition was really good, really good.
Yeah.
He no false steps anymore. It's just pure. There's a little firecracker out there.
Good. This is a good throw, good catch,
And
man. This
then
is.
yeah, no, like that's just insane. Oh my
I
god.
don't really know why Kalen goes for the pick here instead of the PBU, but
I agree, but still,
yeah,
just
still just a
can't
good
believe that he
catch, good
completed
throw.
that. I mean, Aziz ran the pole, and
Yeah,
Bullock is there. It's just like
it's a good
how
catch.
it's because it was National Tight End Day. There was no. I mean,
Yep.
that's all you
Yeah,
can really.
Kittle had to get in the end zone.
I mean, it looks like
Well,
really good.
Anderson's so
I mean,
good,
there was
man.
good coverage there too, all around.
Yeah. Here, we'll go back.
Yeah, that was probably the best play you'll see. But I mean, this is what they were talking about in the broadcast. Like there was a ton of pressures all game. They just didn't really get the sacks. But look at the
Yeah, that's
cover.
good. Yeah. I mean, that's
Stingley's probably gonna
actually
pick that if he throws it.
Kittle actually kind of gets off the route here on, I think that's Kalen, I think. And he just, yeah, it is Kalen, I believe. And Kalen like fights back. He gets back in the play. That's a tough throw to
Yeah.
make, even
At the
if.
same time, like you want Kalen to just get in trail technique and recover against George Kittle.
And then, see, again, I didn't think Will Anderson was offsides here. I actually tweeted it. I did not think he was offsides on
Well,
this play.
I think it's hard for the refs to judge it when they're
Yeah,
just looking at one area. Like, oh,
yeah, I
it
agree.
looks like
Yeah,
you got a head start. Dang, yeah, it's gonna be close. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I think if we can actually probably figure it out.
we
While I
can.
have
Yeah,
this
hold on.
open. Yeah.
I can. I should be able
He
to
was
slow. I'm slow. We're gonna slow it down a little bit.
okay.
0.5.
Yeah, he
I
didn't.
don't.
Oh, wait, I
Yeah,
don't know.
he's not
I
offsides.
was looking at the wrong person. Hold on. He didn't.
No, he's not
That's
offsides.
perfect timing.
He's not offsides. We're taking a screenshot of this and I'm posting this now.
Yeah.
Wait, where's the time to? What's the best time to pause it? Let's see. Oh, he's no, he's not offsides at all.
He literally moves like literally the second the ball moves from the
What a play!
that's like insane. I don't even know how you do that as a human being. But
What
he
a
moved
play!
the wow. Oh my
That's incredible.
I can't believe I can't believe that he did that. I guess we lost Jacob for a second here, though. We should just be back shortly. And now Jacob's back.
Oh, I didn't even know I was gone.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
My
It was
bad.
gone.
Can y'all see me now?
Yeah, your screen's a little blurry though.
Oh, okay, hold on. Give me 1 sec,
Yeah.
guys. Okay, I think I should be good here now. Okay, y'all still can see my screen. Okay. I was literally saying that like the jump was so good they flagged him for it. So
Should be illegal.
wish the Texans could have gotten the same call against the Seattle, but you know what? We move
Pretty
on.
cool. Cool to see.
Yeah, it is cool. It was a crazy jump.
Yeah. Best I've ever seen.
I mean, literally the timing is so impeccable.
I've never seen anything like that. Oh my gosh. And then yeah,
Yeah, this was
good
tough.
design, but it was unfortunate that he scrambled.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's. I don't think there's anybody there. Yeah, it's just nobody there to really pick that up. It's unfortunate that Petrie kind of got a little
I was gonna say,
impatient.
yeah, Fisher really didn't have to cover that.
Yeah, he was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna go over there," but like, Stingley's playing in between, so I don't.
Yeah, Petrie probably. I mean, I get why Petrie went after the
Yes, he's trying
went
to
after the
say
receiver. I get it.
Stingley can go get the running back in the
Yeah,
flat.
100%. I get why he did it. They're not really expecting Mac Jones to run the football. If that's Lamar Jackson or someone running the football, Petrie probably commits to the run. I
Yeah,
think, I think they're just like, okay, we'll let like if Mac Jones wants to try to run, then he can run.
yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm not mad about that really.
Yeah.
It's more of I think that's more of you just kind of give the credit to Mac Jones for making a play here because I mean that is kind of the one thing that the stunts are susceptible to at times is like guys getting out of their gaps,
Hmm.
um, being able to um, you know what was I trying to say? Like trying to open up gaps for the run, especially if they're in man coverage. Which I don't know if the Texans were in man. I don't think they were, but in those situations, you can run the football against it, and so you know it happens essentially. It just happens on certain situations. This was another play that I don't know how the hell this was completed.
Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't think that a receiver would physically be able to make that catch through the contact.
Good
Like
play.
a helmet's like going on the ball,
Yeah,
and there's another body on you. It's just kind of hard to believe.
yeah. I mean, it's a good play. You gotta give again, like when you're playing a defense like this, like the Texans defense, you're gonna have to like some guys are gonna have to make some tough plays. And they did make tough plays.
They
Like that's
did.
what happened.
They,
So,
I mean, honestly, the only guys that the Niners have are
oh
just
my
those
god,
like
look at I didn't even see this in real time. Look at Will Anderson on this pass rush against Trent
okay.
Williams. I mean, literally just totally walks him backwards.
He's got Williams in squat position.
Oh my gosh. He is, I mean,
Yeah.
my goodness. That is ridiculous. That
Yeah,
is
I'm telling you, if
awesome.
the Texans can win a few more games, just hand Will Anderson the Defensive Player of the Year
Yeah,
award.
I know it's crazy that like he had like a defensive player of the year type game and nobody cares because Miles Garrett had 5 sacks,
Yeah,
but
yeah, true.
Miles Garrett's a freak, man. That guy is
Yeah, I mean,
crazy.
I wouldn't be mad if he gets it again, or even
Oh
Nick Benito gets it. Like,
no
I
no
understand. Like,
no.
I trust me.
My take on it is like just get Will Anderson to the award ceremony. I don't
Yeah,
need him
yeah,
to win it, but he should go to the award ceremony at least.
yeah. I mean, at this rate, it's just going to be Garrett, Benito, and Will Anderson at the
Yeah, I would agree with that
what even
because I
happened.
don't think any corners have played well enough to go.
Yeah, no. I mean, it
I
was.
don't
I
think
mean,
so.
it would only ever be Stingley or Surtain, like the ball
Yeah,
hawks.
I guess I think Gonzo could get in there as well
Yeah,
at
at
some
one of
point.
these days, he honestly might.
He's
And they
kind of
might
one of
this
those
year.
guys that has like the ball hawk ability that could
Yeah,
get to that spot. I think. Like I said, there's just not many corners that have that kind of
yeah. Now
skill
they just
set. Like you said, like we talked about, Sauce is awesome. Sauce isn't going because he doesn't make the plays on the ball. Like he doesn't really make these type of plays. Like he's not going to get a ton of
yeah,
interceptions.
Sauce
He's
will
not
never be
going
that
to.
kind of guy because he's just
Yeah.
either they don't throw his side or he's grabbing and whatever.
This is what the one fourth down where they went for it. I don't even remember this
I
play.
don't remember this at all.
Oh, Jalen Petrie again, just playing his
Nice,
playing his
nice.
ass off, man. We
Uh,
can go. I mean, while we're here, if we want, we can go through some of the next gen like stats for
yeah,
this
sure.
game, some of the stuff that they posted.
Yeah,
Um, we can kind of make this more of a thing. I post a lot of this. So, Mac Jones pressured 50% of his dropbacks, 4 for 13, 64 yards with an interception when he was pressured. I mean, the Texans pass rush was just getting after him all day, even if they didn't have a ton of sacks, obviously. Actually, like what's funny is I know I was arguing with people. We were kind of talking about it last time. Like, there's ways to impact games without getting a sack or without getting a lot of sacks. Like this, literally, until he got the sack in the fourth quarter, was the way that you do it. Like, literally showed you how
yeah.
you impact games without getting a sack.
The definition of it. I agree. Took him forever
Um,
to get a sack, but they're just throwing
yeah,
everything at him.
and then this is CJ's game. This is a crazy stat, by the way. 14 of 15 for 196 yards and 2 touchdowns and in breaking routes,
Yeah,
which throwing in between the numbers is harder than throwing outside a lot of the time. So it's tighter
yeah. I
windows
mean, I credit
in the
credit
middle
to
of
a
the
lot of
field.
guys being open for sure, but
Yeah.
like, I agree.
21% pressure rate, which awesome. Um, that's pretty easily their best of the season for the Texans. Best in probably actually let's check this. What was the last time they had a pressure rate that low in a game? Because I'm genuinely curious now. Um, how do I'm trying to think.
Reminds me of like the Steelers game 2 years ago, but
I think that was higher, actually. I mean, I can guarantee you there's no games in 2024 that they were this low. So, let's see. Can I check it through here? I don't know. Sometimes they're weird about this. Oh, I think I can. Oh no, maybe I can't. See, I don't know why they don't let you do it by year for this. I don't know why they do that. Um, or I'll just sort it by this, I guess. I'm trying to think. What games were they low last year in pressure rate? The Jacksonville game, I
Yeah,
guess.
look at the
I don't
schedule.
think it was. I think for some reason I want to say the Atlanta game was probably the last time they were this low.
Oh,
That
yeah.
game when they were really
And
low,
and you
their
know,
pressure
like
rate.
Atlanta wasn't creating pressure back then, so yeah.
Yeah, their pressure rate was 11.4.
Mhm.
Yeah, in that game.
Yeah, I mean,
That was
because they
probably the
had
last time they were that low. If I had to
because
guess.
they had offensive line problems starting in like frankly the Chicago game last year.
Yeah, 38, and that's the wild card game from 2023. I mean, divisional I know is higher. I'm trying to think 2020 like 2024, unless it's like what was that week 13 against Jacksonville?
Yeah, maybe.
21.1. Isn't that the same? Isn't that what we were literally just at?
Hmm.
So there you go. The Jacksonville game last year. So again, one of their better offensive line performances in
Yeah,
the CJ Stroud era.
you're coming at the right
Um,
time.
or 21.4. So the other one was a little bit lower, but
All
same
right.
type of
Well,
idea essentially. Um, yeah, so Houston, they've allowed 103 points for the first 7 games. No other team to allow less than or fewer than, there's no other team that is below 500 that is allowed less than 150 points.
yeah, it's
That's
historic,
pretty
man.
crazy. Yeah.
And it goes to
So,
show how much they're struggling offensively
yeah,
early on in the year.
for sure.
Bad,
Um, and yeah, actually, CJ Stroud has scrambled for more yards this season, I
which
believe
is good
now.
too, which he said he was going to do before the season.
Yep. If you want to give some of the stats here, uh, I mean his EPA was pretty crazy. 20 actually plus 20.8 EPA was the second highest of his entire career, I believe. Um, behind the wild card game, I want to say. Maybe not. No, maybe, I think Tampa EPA per play. I want to say the highest is the wild card game, and then total EPA the highest is the Tampa Bay game. So,
Yeah.
but higher than any game last season. I know that for sure.
Hmm.
Um, and then receiving wise, like you said, I mean there was a good combination of guys that got involved in the passing game. Um,
I didn't even know
Woody,
Hutchinson led in yards, so yeah,
yeah,
that's
he had
good
like
balance.
70. Null had 60. Higgins really didn't have the yardage, I would say, but he had the targets and he had the opportunities, which I think is bigger in
Yeah,
that sense. I think he had the opportunities to, like, so there was just some throws that, like, okay, maybe this CJ missed him or was high a couple times, I thought.
yeah,
One later in the game kind of went through his hands, which like could have been caught for sure. And it just kind of went through his hand. Like there was a couple opportunities that you would expect him to make, I would say, but he just
for
didn't
sure.
make in the game. But the opportunities is what like matters more to me. The fact that he had the opportunities to make the plays that I believe he will make over the long term.
Yeah.
Um, and that was unfortunate too because that reminded me of the Harrison Bryant target because I actually think this is a pretty good throw. It's a little, I guess it's a little long, but I just I just think this is kind of where I think you miss Cade Stover in certain situations where you have a second capable tight end because this probably should be a big play. And I just don't think Harrison Bryant has like the physical ability to go make this play. You kind of watch the route, and I mean he's open. It's just
I don't
like a
know if Kate
little,
Stover makes that play. I
yeah,
haven't
maybe
seen him do
not.
that. I haven't seen him do that in his career.
Yeah, I guess maybe I should have said Brevin Jordan,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
but
you can see
still,
how like his legs are just kind of stiff going up the field. Like he's not going
yeah,
to gain any
yeah,
more
it's just unfortunate. I
separation.
guess you could say we don't really have a tight end to run this kind of stuff
Yeah, you
right
just
now because this is a good concept. I really like the idea, and I think this is a pretty good throw as a whole. I think it's. I mean, it's pretty much where you would want it. It's up the field, maybe a touch too far, but I think, like I said, I think you would expect a better tight end to go make this
yes,
kind of play. I think Dalton Schultz probably makes this play. To be honest
maybe.
with you, I know he's not saying he's super athletic or
He's
anything, but
been,
I think he makes this
last year.
play.
You just don't know. You just don't know.
Yeah, so you certainly know,
Also,
but
Higgins high key
uh,
open, but
I didn't even see.
yeah, look at this. Look at this. If you throw it with anticipation, bang.
Ooh, yeah, he is open. You're
Got him
right.
really
Yeah,
good.
you're open. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's open. You're right. Good concept though. I like the idea a
Yeah.
lot.
Well, that's really
Um,
interesting. You got Sluggo and then you got Out and Go.
yeah, trying to take a
Cool.
shot. But again, this is what's fun is okay when it's when they're really protecting with only five linemen, you maybe can't do this kind of stuff. But when you have six, it
Yeah.
allows you to take some shots down the field that they couldn't take previously, and that's what I'm talking about with the creativity. I mean, literally, you can watch Blake Fisher here. He starts like way up on this. He's at like a chip spot with his
Hmm.
defensive end, and he's blocking him, and then he just leads him into Ursery. Like
Yeah.
that's
That's
so
fine.
easy for those guys. And it makes everyone's life easier. And if you can win down the field, I mean, like literally on the field right now, you have Jared Wayne, Jaden Higgins, and Harrison Bryant. If they can win with those guys out there, and try to run this concept with Nico and Schultz and those guys, like they're gonna win.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be able to hit shots on the field. You saw it with Jalen Noel. They literally ran six linemen. They took a shot to Jalen Noel, and he was wide open. So this kind of stuff you're gonna see, like it's gonna
Yeah.
work.
You're seeing the playbook kind of evolve at this point. Different
Yeah.
formations, different
Yeah, they
routes.
actually talked about it on the broadcast where, like Nick Haley kind of talked about, oh, like, a lot of the Patriot stuff, but he wants to incorporate Rams type of stuff into the playbook as well. The creativity, the different stuff. And you're kind of seeing that a
Yeah.
little bit more now
Yeah.
because, the Rams are not the biggest on condensed formations at all. They,
No,
they
not
don't like
even
condensed formations.
close.
They go under center a lot, but they're not condensed under center. They
Yeah.
open it up under center. So you're kind of seeing that now from the offense a little bit more.
Hmm.
And I'm not really surprised by it at all. I think it's going to continue to happen, and I think it's going to be good for the offense for sure.
Yeah. Just makes you
Okay.
me even more excited for the Broncos game because you just don't really know what to expect from the offense, but you're somewhat optimistic that it won't be as bad as it has in the past.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think the worst offensive game they've played this year was probably the Seattle game,
It
which
might
is
have
kind of
been. It was just so hard. It
yeah,
reminded me of the Packers game of last year.
yeah,
Just so hard
yeah.
to watch.
I mean, that was just a really, really bad game for that. I
Very.
mean, they played really poorly in that game. It's probably that or Tampa Bay, I would say, for the worst offensive. I mean, actually, Jacksonville was really bad too. Jacksonville was really, really bad. So I mean, those three games could be up there, for sure. So, but I mean, like we said, you just don't really know what to expect from the offense right now. Like they've had moments where they've looked good.
Yeah.
They're doing things. I would say that they're just doing things better than they were earlier this season because it really doesn't matter to me, like you said, who the defense is. Like the Niners, I know they're beat up. They're still they still have talented players on the defense and they have a good defensive coordinator. So
Yeah.
it's not like that's not an easy game for a team to go show up. Like literally they played last week and I get Atlanta's
Against the
not played.
Falcons. Yes,
Atlanta's
exactly.
not been like a great offense or anything.
I know.
Obviously, the Miami
They
kicked
never
their
happened
ass,
against
but
the
like
Dolphins, but yeah.
still, they're not like a bad offense either. If you like wanted, like I can literally pull it up now that I'm
And
curious.
like the
Like,
Falcons defense had great games this year, and guess what? The Niners played decent against
yeah,
them. So like
like if you
you
wanted to
can go at it
go
in a lot of different ways.
like offensively, the Falcons are where are they? Like they're in passing offense. The Falcons are where are they? 23rd. Like they're not like in dropback success, they're 17th. They're not like a horrible offense or anything. It's like where the Texans are in for most offensive statistics. So the fact that the Texans were able to go in there and just kind of dominate from start to finish, like I get the points. Maybe don't say that they dominated them, but they did. They
Yeah.
did. Um, and like, what are some other games for the Niners this season? I know, like, obviously, like Fred Warner when he was healthy, it's a different defense. We all know that.
Yes.
Um, but even the game against Tampa, like, I know Baker played well in this game, but it wasn't like it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't as I don't even think that performance was as dominant as the one that the Texans had.
No, wasn't nearly as much.
So
I mean, a lot of teams didn't do what the Texans did. In terms of time of possession, you don't ever see that by really any team.
no, no, it never
So
happens. Like I'm gonna go to
it was
the.
undeniably a great performance, injured or whatever you want to call it,
Mhm.
regardless
Yeah,
of
here
it.
I'm gonna go to the Niners games and just kind of see because I mean if you want to go, especially the passing game, the run game for the Texans is kind of whatever. Like it exists, it's solid. But I mean, this is like say it's zero, 0.50. You go
Yeah,
to this game, like Penix is didn't play well, right? It's not a good game. And then Baker, I don't know what Baker's at, honestly. Yeah, I mean Baker played his ass off. Like they're not, like I said, they're not a great defense, but they're also not horrible. Like they're not a team that you can just roll over totally. Um, so you know, it happens.
Exactly.
And I don't think we should just dismiss what they did well because they didn't play a great defense. I
Yeah.
think they can absolutely build on some of these things. I think this is more encouraging than the Ravens game as well. Um, so I think there's a lot to be excited about. And this is a big test because the offense doesn't have to look great against Denver. If they can do some things well against Denver, though, there's some real optimism of what they can do on offense because
Yeah.
Denver's defense is one of probably the best defense they're going to play all season. So
It will be.
um, that's definitely something to keep an eye on during this game. The offense doesn't have to play great to win this game, like I've talked about. The Denver defense or Denver offense is not great either. So
No.
they don't have to play well. They have to just play better than Denver's offense, I would say. And they can do that. They absolutely can do that.
I I think this is just the key deciding game of the season. I
I
know we
agree.
maybe said that a couple times, but at this point, if you can't beat the Broncos, you can't beat the Seahawks, you can't beat the Jaguars, you can't beat
Tampa,
the other teams
the
they lost
Rams,
to
yeah.
this season. Yeah, the Rams. Like if you can't beat them, you're not gonna do anything. You're
Yeah.
just not gonna do anything this season. And so you cannot lose to them if you want to say that you're on the right track. Like I don't know exactly how the game's going to go. I feel like the defense is going to look really, really
Yeah, I
good. I think
agree.
the offense is going to still look creative. Now, are they going to put Darran on? Are they going to put Darran on third down again? Are they going to give Nick Chubb the ball when they need 1 yard again? Are they going to keep doing the little things that don't work? They have to get out of their
Yeah.
own heads there and just start to do what they know is working and use their playmakers to their advantage because there's flashes of it. There's great
Absolutely.
flashes of it.
Absolutely.
They just controlled the entire game against the San Francisco
Oh
49ers.
yeah.
And the media is raving about how great their defense is. So just go beat the Broncos and do it. It shouldn't be that tough to do. The Giants should have beat the
Oh
Broncos two
yeah.
weeks
Yeah,
ago.
100%. Multiple teams that have
Like,
played the Broncos should have beaten the Broncos.
yes. It's not that complicated to
No,
do.
the Broncos are not.
Texans should be able to control the game, but there might be close at some point in the
Oh
game.
yeah.
It just might happen.
Yeah, for sure.
But I believe that they are the better team, like you said.
I think so too. I really do. And I think I will pick. I will probably pick them to win the game. I will. I think they're better. I think they have to win this game. They're desperate to win this game. I think,
They
and
have to. They should
they
know
literally
that.
have to. They literally have to win this game, and you could
Yeah.
see that with them for the Niners. Knew they had to win the game, and they did. So the desperation, like we'll see how it goes. I know they're gonna have a hard time blocking the Broncos. I get it, but um, I think they're gonna win. I feel pretty confident,
Me too.
and
If
I'm
they don't, I'll be extremely disappointed.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And
Yeah.
this really kind of depends what's going to happen at the deadline too, because I do think if they win, they can be buyers at the deadline, and we can look at trying to add maybe a running back, like you said, maybe add a Brees Hall,
Yeah.
Devon A. Chain, someone like that. Um,
Oh, that would be special.
just any,
Oh
a lot of these
man.
top running backs, like I'm not saying A. Chain super realistic, but I know I've seen a couple times people
They
talking
have
about
an
it, and
extra second round pick.
yeah, and PFF actually mocked a Devon A. Chain trade to the Texans, so that's kind of why I was talking about that. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, I mean, stuff like that would be awesome, obviously. But yeah, anything else to add, Drew? Are we kind of done here? All
That's
right.
it.
This was probably
Yeah.
one of the more positive ones in a while. D'Amico will be
Yes.
happy. We didn't cover the team negatively. D'Amico will be
Yeah.
happy this week. Uh, but we appreciate everyone for tuning in. Obviously, this was kind of like during the day. I know that this was kind of a little different. Like we haven't done a day one in a while. But we appreciate y'all for tuning in, and we will see y'all next time.